Good afternoon and welcome to Veronica Jenkins online psychic readings. And my name is Anita, and I shall wait for some people to start coming on, and I will chat a bit more about myself. But before we get started, I'll say if all the mediums here that work for Veronica under the banner of Veronica Jenkins and the online psychic mediums, the readings that we do are all free will. So there's no charge being asked for. So if you'll get contacted by somebody at some point offering to give you a reading and wanting money, none of our readers on this page will actually approach you. So good afternoon. I see people starting to come on now. Hi Claire Louise. Hi Christine to you. Hi Claire Sutton, Karen White, and Justine Dobson. So welcome to people that's coming on at the moment. Nice to see you. Welcome. Some of the couple of names here I recognise from last session, and a couple of new names I've not seen before. So hi to the new people that I've not seen before. And I'm nosy by nature. So if you come from overseas or wherever you come from, even in the UK, just put a little emoji up there. Well, if you're from Scotland or Wales, or you're from Australia or the States, it's nice to know where we all bond together, because I think it's different areas of the world here. It's lovely to we all connect together for the readings as we go through this next hour. Hi Tracy there. Welcome back to Tracy. I recognise you, Tracy, obviously. I know you're in Scotland, so a lovely part of the world as well. So good afternoon to all start coming in. Justin, you're also in the UK. So for those of you in the UK, I hope you enjoyed your bank holiday yesterday. So it's the last holiday now before the Christmas period, when we all start thinking about Christmas shopping and such things. Hi Christine Davison, welcome to you. And I say I am, if you've not seen me work before, my name is Anita Denise. I am a psychic medium and also an animal communicator. And I'm here today to do some intuitive card readings. I do some, and basically let me know what you want and I will work with you. So I'm happy to be work free with Canada. So hi Donna Roy from you, Canada. So again, I've not been to Canada, but it looks a beautiful spot of the world as well, I must admit, when I sort of see pictures of Canada, when I see on the TV and aspects, and hope you're not being affected by the fires that have been taking place over there. And I also do animal communication readings. So if you'd like me to connect with one of your animals, they can either be in the spirit side of life, and literally, if that's the case, I don't know what photographs, but don't have photographs here today to work with. So if you can put your animal's name, species, ideally dog, cat, fish, whatever your animal may be. Oh, hi Debbie Hearn. Nice welcome to you here, Debbie Hearn, today. First time seeing you as well. Your name does look vaguely familiar, I have to confess. So whether you've been on some Zoom thing that I may have crossed paths somewhere along the line, because your name does look slightly familiar to me. But nice to sort of see you, Debbie, coming on here. And if you've got animal that's also in, oh, hi from New Zealand. Oh God, you committed, I will say to you. So love to see you here from New Zealand, 4 a.m. in the morning, first time user, which is absolutely great. If you'd like to just put your name from New Zealand there, just your first name, because how I work, I do connect with your name. Your name is like an energy for me that I work with. So if you'd like a message there from New Zealand, very much here to work with all of you. Please, Facebook users, as you come on, just put your name, your first name in the chat as well, so I know who I am working with. And so here I'm going to, again, if you like an animal reading, just let me know if your animal is either in the spirit side of life or in the physical body still. And if it's in the physical body, then we can also tap into maybe if you've got an issue with your animal, concerns or rescue, all sorts of things. We can look at all areas. So Tanita, hiya Tanita, and I do remember you from last week, so welcome back to you. Okay. And so Debbie's a regular viewer. I just thought I've not met Debbie, but the name does look familiar. So again, I've sort of right, with that, I'm going to start working. So welcome to you all here this afternoon. I'll try to get through as many of you as I possibly can in the hour. And forgive me, I don't always see the names until afterwards, I want to say to you, okay? Sometimes I do look back at the comments and I don't always see all the names sharp while I'm going live on the stage, okay? So I'm going to come here to Claire Sutton with her dog Rodney on the earth plane. And I'll do a mix of animal readings and also human readings as well. So just keep flashing your names up and I'll get drawn to who I'm called to work with. And I'm being called to work with Rodney. So before you, Claire, any specific area with Rodney that is concerns for you, or just a general check-in to see how Rodney is? Now, as I am just starting to check in here for you with with Rodney here. I'm just, he's looking at me very, I will say to you, intensely. So I've got his little face here, he's looking at me, and it's almost like as his eyes looking at me here, I want to say to you, I know that your Rodney, almost want to say to you, understands everything you say. So I'm looking at, and so I know here, feeling away, is also tapped in right now that you asked me to tap into him to have a connection with him. I want to say to you, okay. Now I feel here with him, what I feel with little Rodney here, he feels, I want to say to you, I very much here, I'm a dog that likes people as well, so more than his own species, I would say to you, okay. So it's just like here, I know there's lots of dogs, like to be with other dogs, but he's much here a dog that prefers to be in the presence and company of other humans, I will say to you, okay. And I feel here as well with him was making me aware, and when I say I've got an intensity around him, as in he's an animal here for you, Claire, that listens to everything, understands everything, but also he's a little bit of a worrier, I will say to you, okay. So as he here, when he worries about things that you're talking about, possibly as a family, things that's taking place, circumstances around everyday life, I want to say to you, okay. So he's one of these animals that will actually really be involved and worry about what's being said. So I feel here, I'm looking at you here, and I feel here, very much here, when you with Rodney, I want to say to you, I'm sure, like me, you talk to your dogs all the time. I talk to my dogs all the time, okay? But sometimes we need to speak with them, because what I feel he's doing, you are talking, you're chatting away, and as we all do. I mean, you're doing all this aspect, but I feel here where the bigger plan is, when there's situations, circumstances that he's been left, you're going somewhere, changes are taking place. He doesn't cope very well with changes of routine and circumstance, I want to say to you, okay? So just like I want to say, it's like sometimes with children, we talk over their heads, but they understand also what we're saying, I want to say to you, okay? So if anything's changing around you, circumstances, I want to say to you, really talk with him, explain to him what is happening, I want to say to you, okay? Because he feels here, he needs to know. And also with him, with Rodney, it's like I want to say to you, like whenever he likes things done slowly. Like, he's not slowing down in himself, but he likes things done slowly, explained slowly, because he likes to absorb, understand, and assimilate everything that's being said around on the stage. Okay, and I know here, he's making me aware of. This is quite funny here. I don't know how much time you have in your day, but he would like to have some more walks, because he does enjoy going out for his walks. Is what he's making me aware of on the stage. Okay, so and it's just I'm enjoying. I'm looking at the door, almost like saying when I'm with him, because he feels very much. I want to say to you, an animal that really is what's the way I say it? I'm looking at, like, time wise, he can almost tell the time. All right, so that's how the routine comes in, because I'm looking at a door. It's like, I know when I'm going for my walk, I know where I'm going for a pee, I know where I'm going out for my dinner. And that routine for him, I would say to you, routine is very important for Rodney, and it just makes Rodney feel quite secure. And when he's also, last little image he's giving me of himself here, when he's curled up in his sleeping place, where it's the later daytime, just like he's resting here, and if you might think he's asleep, just curled up there resting, I will say to you, he's again listening to everything that you say. Now this is where his concerns are coming in. So just giving this to my awareness here, you're having telephone conversations about something, I will say to you, that are slightly worrying him, okay, and concern him. So explain to him and literally let him know what's going on, but just give him time to assimilate, to what's going on when we do, because he's a good boy, but and he absorbs it all, takes it all in, but he's a little bit of a worrier, all right. And you can't help being a worrier if that's your natural behavior, and that's what I feel is with him. It's his natural behavior to be that concerned, like, about things, about you, about family. Be mindful what you talk about on the phone, because that's where he picks up some of his worries, I would say. Okay, but on the whole, he feels lovely, he feels well, he's happy. He's happy with his home life, very happy with his home life, wouldn't want to change a thing. But structure and routine is very good for your Rodney, I want to say to you, okay. And again, yeah, he likes he's showing me going for a walk before he has his dinner, so that's how he likes his routine. Bless him, he's got you well trained, Claire. That's all I'm going to say. A bit like my dogs. Well, I hope that helps you, Claire. So let's see here. I shall now come to I'm going to have see I'm drawn to next. Okay, so cards come here. So let's see who we have here being drawn to. So just see here, and right, quite a few. All right, let's see here. I'm going to come to, because your name is just jumping at me at the moment, I want to say to you, and I'm going to come to Hazel Jones. It's another animal reading, and I will go to a human after this, because Hazel Jones is jumping out at me, Hazel, here. So you have many dogs in spirit, and let me just read your message here. Many dogs in spirit and 3 rescue dogs living. Apart from any of them, anything from any of them would be appreciated. Okay, Hazel. So let's just see here what I'm drawn to come to you now. Phil here, obviously you've got 3 in the spirit world here, and also 3 down here we're looking after. Now, what I feel very much here is I'm picking up on a dog spirit side of life on a stage that comes through here. I am feeling here as I come through here. I feel very I feel a bit over there in the spirit world. I know if there's a big larger size dog here, I'm looking at you, their face looking at you on the stage here, and very understanding on the stage again here, very intuitive animal on the stage as this dog comes through here from the spirit side of life for you. I feel, and I don't know what I feel is, I feel there's a man, as your father, as a fatherly figure on the spirit side of life up there on the stage that also comes around the dog here, looking after being together, looking out for other people on the stage. Okay, and I know here with this dog, I'm feeling, I do feel it's a male dog as they come through here, and also feel they come through here for you, Hazel. I feel it's like even now, and they've been in the spirit side a little time now on the stage. Okay, it's Dad. Okay, I just feel here, because I know as I feel the dad there with the dogs as well on the stage. So it's almost like your dad has become their keeper. Well, I'm being corrected actually. I'm being told that one of your dogs is the keeper as well. So they're like Dad's the keeper, but the dog's doing a better job. They're telling me. So it's quite. Oh, Cyrus. Okay, yeah, and that just feels to fit right, because Cyrus just feels here one of those animals. I will say, as they come through here, they feel like the keeper, the one to look after you, the protect. I'm not saying a protector to be aggressive. It's a protector to be with you, to be the eyes and ears and everything I want to say around you. Okay, a very, very loving animal, very intuitive on the stage. Okay, and also what I'm feeling is here, I know this animal feels to be around your presence around you a lot, and I feel here you are very aware that Cyrus is with you and is around you and talks with you. Cyrus, I want to say to you, feels to me like a role model. So this role model aspect around Cyrus, as I look down towards the animals you have down here now, I want to say to you, okay, so it comes here, and I feel here like what Cyrus is showing me. There's an animal here that their presence alone, you just stop. I haven't got to say anything. I haven't got to be vocal. You just stop. And I'm looking at Cyrus, looking at you, because it feels here. I'm looking at the rescue dogs now you have down here now, and I know that this is coming from Cyrus here. I want to call you Mum, Hazel. So I know you identify yourself as Mum with your dogs in the spirit side of life, and so I say, Mum, here, you're doing a good job. I want to say to you, okay, so I'm seeing here what you are doing, the work. They give me the work that you're doing with the dogs that is down here. I want to say to you, okay, and it just feels here. I know again with Cyrus here, again, one of those stoic animals, stoic creature. And I know here they're showing me here when their time is to pass, it's like you're with them when their time is to pass. I want to say to you, you're there, you hold them and you caress them. I want to say to you, and that love that comes through just with them. There's something here about, and I don't feel this is a dog whistle, I want to say to you, okay, but I can hear some sort of whistling. So I don't know if it's, and I don't feel this is you whistling, so I just feel here, I know I can hear whistling of something. It feels more of a person, and I know saying here that Cyrus is picking up on this whistling aspect on a satyr, okay? And again here, what I'm being shown is, I know that Cyrus likes, obviously all dogs like to go for the exercise, but I'm being shown Cyrus here being outside, enjoying being outside, and I'm off lead, and I'm just like loving. I'm seeing this big vision of like being like on a natural open space. It's like a meadow where I want to be, where I'm running. I want to say to you here, where I'm coming through here, and I can just hear the wind just slightly, just literally as I'm running through here, and just know I want to say to you, Cyrus is with you. Cyrus walks with you still very much. Oh, okay, right. So to hear the whistling, right? Okay, it's straight. I knew it wasn't a dog whistle. I just hear the whistling, and I just know here again here. I'm just being shown Cyrus just laying down and like passing over the Rainbow Bridge. I want to say to you, very peacefully, it's always like the angels come and Cyrus, I love I'm getting this love of music as well. So I don't know if you would have played music, but this hearing of music just around, I'm going to say, as Cyrus comes, and know you're doing a great job. I want to say to you, okay, they're making aware of what you're doing down here, and it feels more of a work as opposed to just bringing them in as pets. So I know you're doing a lot of work with them, and your dog's up there being cared for by your father. But Cyrus likes to have the main role. So lots of love from your animals in the spirit side of life of Rainbow Bridge. Okay, so Hazel, to you now. I am being come to Paul. What I got to see here, Paul? Yesterday morning before the truck. Okay, so Paul here now. Right, hi Paul. So if I meant Paul here, Paul, do I remember correctly? Did I chat with you last week? I just seem to know your name does seem familiar. I want to say just probably why I'm being drawn to you as I start to work. Okay, hi Paul. Was it you last week on the when I was live with your mum-in-law? Because it just seems to be oh, thank you very much, Hazel. So I just feel here the trouble yesterday. Yeah, okay, Paul. Okay, so I just remembered your name and I was sort of thinking from last week. Okay. And so I'm being drawn here to you, all right, to come here with you, okay? And what I feel when I say here, Paul, I don't feel things are massively changed regarding your mum-in-law. I want to say to you from last week, but I feel here I'm picking up more for you today here, Paul, and I feel here like Teresa has been, I know your husband's affected, and it feels like I've been like a long journey for you was taking place. I want to say to you, okay, I can see the pictures here of your animals. I want to say, which feel I do feel for your animals for you. They feel to be very healing at this time for you, Paul. I want to say to you, okay. So it just feels here, and so what I'm being shown is, and this is so like I don't know if you can find time to just take yourself out with the dogs for a walk. Be free, as in just be outside in the fresh air, just that walk, the dogs, just to be able to clear your mind. I want to say to you, and even like just like sometimes we go out and we can talk to ourselves. I do it regularly, and just sort of sometimes we can find solace in ourselves. Just to be outside, to be at nature, to find the peace, to find the strength to come back home. I want to say to you, Paul, and I just feel here. I do feel here now. I'm looking here now. I know. I'm looking at mum-in-law, but I'm feeling a bit more. I want to say to you, I'm feeling a bit more like concerned about Luke today. I will say to you because I feel here that Luke really is. I just feel here struggling. I want to say to you, okay. So pleased Dad's looking at doing a good job. I want to say to you, okay. So I just feel here I'm for Paul here looking towards Luke. I want to say to you, okay. Now, Paul, is there any way that you and Luke can have some sort of mini break? I just feel I want to give you and him some sort of mini break, mini time away. I know we just had a bank holiday here in the UK, but I feel the pair of you need to have some quality time together. All right, some of that time you just to sit, to be still, just to be. I want to say to you, okay, because what I feel is here. I feel like you've done everything you can to help my mum-in-law. I want to say to you, okay, everything has been done to help mum-in-law, and there feels, I want to say to you, as I'm looking at mum-in-law here, there feels to be, she has to be responsible as well. I want to say to you, okay, oh, you're in the Grand Canary, great. I think, Paul, you really need it. All right, so if you can, I know we can't take the worries away from our lives, but if you can, while you're there, just know while you're there, try to be in the present moment. Live literally for the time now. Enjoy your time together. I want to say to you, because it feels for you now and for Paul, for Luke, I want to be giving you the healing aspect for you and for him. When you come back home here, what I'm seeing is here, I don't know if mum-in-law, I'm seeing that there feels like when we're moving, I know it's moving property, not you and Luke moving, but I'm seeing moving. I don't know if mum-in-law might have to move, but I'm picking up on this aspect. I want to say to you, okay, enjoy your time together. Just sit, just be, enjoying that solace. It feels very important. I want to say for you. Now, to give you something to look forward to the future, because I want to say to you here, now I'm picking up here, I actually want to, I'm feeling, Paul, that you feel to be very spiritual yourself. I want to say to you, okay, and it's at times when times in life when when things are going well, why do we come to a psychic? We know things are well, things are good. We don't need to, and sometimes in our life it's just that point we need to reach out to, just to reach out. I want to say to you, and it's very important that we all, as a human race, we are there for each other to reach out. But I feel here, Paul, this time of like when you get back from your break here in Gran Canaria, have some time to reflect. And this could be while you're even walking with your own animals. The spiritual part of you that I feel is being ignited within you right now. Okay, and I just feel here, you might help. Right, okay, I definitely arranged to have a move. Right, I feel the move will be massive in a good way. I want to say to you, okay, the move. There may be a little bit of upheaval in downsizing some of the possessions. Who likes parting their belongings? No one does. I'm a bit of a holder myself. All right, but I will say to you, when you get out, it will be better. I'm going to say to you, when you get the move, get it sorted out. I also feel, I don't know if someone can go in there. I don't know if it's correct for you or for Luke to be doing this, but some of her stuff needs to be downsized, got rid of, cleared out. I want to say, okay, feels a lot of that pressure. I do feel here things will improve. I want to say, okay, because I also feel here as people come in, you've got the carers coming in here. I'm seeing, I want to say to you here, she can do more. She'll be able to do more than she makes out when she comes home. All right. And I'm actually seeing what I'm seeing, which is really nice, actually. I'm seeing a little crafty little smile on her face. All right. A little smile on her face. So she will start to feel happier in herself when I say to her, okay. And I know, again, here with her, Paul, she thinks a lot, obviously it's her son, but she thinks a lot of you as well, Paul, when I say to her, okay. She's got a lot of time for you. And I feel she feels very grateful when I say to you that she's got both of you in her life, okay. So a little bit I want to say to you here, enjoy that time away. When you come back, get on with that moving process. Downsize what needs to be downsized. There's a lot of stuff there that needs to be cleared out on the stage. Okay, she will feel lighter within that aspect when she comes back. But I'm looking at you then for your future, as in when I say your future, there's a spirituality around you. I want to say to you that I feel you would like to explore and look into a little more yourself. So once things settled with her, I will say to you, start to have a little look. I want to say to you what literally intrigues you, what interests you, because I feel very much here there's that part of you, the empath, the understanding, want to know, is coming quite to the fore for you. So embrace it when you get back and enjoy, and things will they are improving. I can feel it. I want to say to you, as we go through, with September near enough now, but you get towards the end of the year, going towards the new year, things feel to be a lot lighter. I want to say to you, genuinely all round. And I just feel here, look at your partner here, like Luke, he feels, I want to say to you, I feel more refreshed in himself as well as we go forward, okay? And you can start to plan things again, both of you, not just the trip here, because I feel like things have been put on hold. You can start to plan things as well. Oh, you'll be oh, well, fantastic. Great, Paul. Don't, so once you get back from your little break, sort mum-in-law out and get on with your spiritual journey, your spiritual path. I just feel here it's all our experiences bring us to where we're meant to be at some point in our life. I want to say to you, okay. So hopefully I'll look forward to seeing you doing your live readings at some point, Paul. And have a lovely top trip in Gran Canaria, okay. And things, they will be getting better, brighter for you, which feels really good, I want to say. So fantastic, Paul. All right, have a lovely trip away there with your husband. All right, enjoy yourselves. Have a drink on me if you're a drinker. If you're not, or have a ice cream instead. Right, yeah. Let's see who I'm drawn to now. So let's see. I'm going to go here. I do have a Facebook user, and I'll just read your message out because you haven't put your name there for me. So if you could put your name there in the chat, would be absolutely great. So Facebook user, your granddad has been gone 4 years on the 25th of next month. Does he or my mum, his daughter, have a message for you? Okay. So if you can, so it's the Facebook user whose grandfather is in the spirit side of life, and I can put your name in there. I'll come to you and I will give you a message, okay? Okay, Kayla Jenkins. Hi, Kayla. That's fine. You're not to know, so no need to say sorry. You're not to know. Just I want to see Facebook users. It's difficult for me to then connect with who I need to work with and come through for you. So here, message for you, Kayla, and that was regarding let's see here, now, the thing I'm getting here for you, Kayla, and I do feel grandfather comes here quite strongly, as in he's got no problem with coming through. It just come. It's all right. You called me. I am here for you, and that's not for me. It's for you. I want to say to you, and it makes me smile because he feels he actually. I want to say to you, he's given me this, and I know it's symbology, but it's almost he's given me because he just reminds me a bit of my grandfather. He's given me the symbology of, and I shall give you what he's showing me. So I'll show it. Made me something to you. He's showing me like a genie, the Aladdin's lamp. He's showing me the Aladdin's lamp, I want to say to you, and like he's holding the lamp out to me, the Aladdin's lamp, and the genie there's got to rub it and make this. Is it 3 wishes? I can't remember now how many wishes it was, but he's actually showing me, he's actually holding that to me, I want to say to you, okay. So Kayla says no as he comes through here. Now I feel here, and it's also like he's giving me like, I feel your grandfather would have a really good sense of humour, I want to say to you, okay? And the sense that it sort of comes through, it's like a little bit quirky, a little bit like, he comes through. But I just know, and it's giving me this feeling, oh, you've summoned me, so here I am, I want to say to you, okay? And the feeling's giving me here, and I'm looking at, I don't know if it's on I'm being made aware again of your mum, so on a mum's side of the family, I want to say to you, okay? And what he's showing me is here, it's almost like I'm looking at you as a small baby, right? As a child, and the feeling is given. So I know what I'm being made aware here for you, Kayla. It's almost like your granddad and your nan would have spoke about you being an old wise soul. Because almost like I want to say, they're saying to me that when you were small, you always seem like some children are like, it seemed to have older head on young shoulders, and he's given me, I want to say to you, in here, okay? So it's just like just saying to me here about that you've always been a wise soul, I'm going to say to you, okay? Now his message here for you, now what I feel is here for you is, I want to say, is saying to me, so I know there's aspirations, there's dreams, I don't even say dreams, there's things you want to do in your own life, things you're planning to do in your own life, moving your own self forward, I want to say to you, okay? And he's actually saying to me, you put in other people's your time is used in too many other places, so it's your time is being used for other people. It's a bit fragmented, doing this for someone, doing that for someone, doing this for someone, doing that, and it's having time for yourself, I want to say to you, okay? And it feels like here, because I know there's stuff you're holding back from doing, because time is always an essence for all of us. There's never enough days in the week, to be honest, but it's about prioritizing, Kayla, prioritizing time and life, I want to say to you, because it feels here you want to be prioritizing the things that Kayla needs to be doing, I want to say to you. It feels like they're saying to me, grandfather, about putting things off. Don't put things off, I want to say to you. It's more about your life down here, I want to say to you, okay? Because it feels here again, it's like there's this vision and just being held back slightly, I want to say to you, okay? And there's no need for you to be held back, I want to say, okay? It's moving forward, because we're all here supporting you and working with you, I want to say to you. So I know there's that aspect that they're giving me for you, Kayla, okay? They feel, I want to say, for you, they're making me aware there's a lot of what I call it wisdom, that just knowing it's stuff that inside here, I want to say to you, okay? So again, with that aspect here, sort of start to I want to say, it's like I want to be enlightening you for the message, for you to be doing the work yourself, is what I'm being told, all right? So they're saying to you, again, doing the work yourself, don't hold back. It's literally, it's there, it's all falling into place, I want to say to you, okay? So if you just, we can all find, life's always busy, right? And there's always things to fill our times, but prioritize, all right? So, Kayla, it's about prioritizing, I want to say to you, you now and going forward, I want to say to you, okay? So all I will say to you, will be well. Your family's there, your grandfather's there, and it's just, again, it's that. I know it's a symbology of that genie in the lamp. It's almost like you can pull anything from that genie, from that, and that's what I feel is giving to you that message. Whatever you want to create, whatever you want to bring around you, you have the power, the potential to literally bring that to yourself, I want to say to you. So start literally, prioritizing what's important to Kayla and putting yourself, I don't want to say first, but just making priorities for your plans, you're going forward, all right? Because all does feel very well, I want to say to you. If you keep on like directly on your line, on your focus, all right, all's going to be, it will all fall into place for you naturally. So hope that helps you, Kayla, okay? Right, I'm going now. This is Facebook user, so I don't know your name, but I'm going to come to you because I'm going to quick supporter because I'm drawn to come to you. So don't worry about your name. This is a psychic question. So Facebook user, you're I'm just going to read your message out. I have a woman. Oh, just bear with me. Right, okay. It's been a messy battle, and I'm wondering if justice will come anytime soon. Long battle in a state battle with a woman who claims to have been his right. Okay, right now, what I'm going to say to you, what he's going to say to you is, I'm sorry to call you a Facebook user, but I'm just tapping into that there, and straight away I can feel that she has not been his partner. Straight away, all right. There feels to be some type of relationships come in all shapes and sizes, from friendships to work colleagues to business colleagues to next door neighbor relationships, and down to our intimate partners. She does not feel to be an intimate partner, I will say to you, okay? So I just very much strongly feeling that. I feel, again, I can feel the challenging that's taken was taken over your life almost, and she feels very bitter, embittered, I will say to you, okay? There feels to have been, I want to say to you here, now, would you know if your partner could have potentially just inadvertently promised her something? If there's something that's taken place verbally, okay? Sometimes we just say things, or when I'm no longer here, I'll give you something, right? I do not mean property, all right? I'm not picking up on property whatsoever, all right, guys? Feel here, this is where I feel this woman is hanging on for the aspect of partner. I also feel here, I'm looking at paperwork. I'm trying to look at paper because I know there's sort of legalities, there's paperwork. I'm looking at around it, okay? And it feels to be like a pile of paperwork, legal stuff, aspects on your side. I'm looking at on her side. It feels here. It looks, I could see here, very flimsy, I want to say to you, as I'm looking at this, okay? Right, so let me just feel here. I'm going to pull a card for you, okay? So your justice becomes soon for yourself on a stage, okay? Right, now what I've got here is that I pulled out the Queen of Cups, okay, Pentacles, and I feel here this is about you. I don't think it's going to come. It's not going to come to a close this year, unfortunately. I want to say to you, okay? I do feel it will come to a close. It's getting closer. I want to go here more probably towards next year. I'm feeling here. It could even take as far, I will say to you, as September of next year. And we come to September now. It could take it fully wrapped up and completed. But it feels, I want to say to you, it was very important for you to emotionally hold yourself together. I want to say to you, okay? So I'm not saying you're not, but just it's that emotional strength, that emotional dignity. I feel it's like I'm seeing other people seeing you holding yourself together, as people look at you, you see you, and they know you're telling the truth. I want to say to you, okay? It feels very important that you hold that stance within yourself. I just feel here that will set you in good stead. I want to say to you, okay? Right, okay, so she claims her kids are his, and at the moment in the process of getting proof, they are not his. I will tell you straight away, they are not his. I want to say to you, okay? And she's going to, what I'm being made aware of is here. I know she was a neighbour. There's something close in house-wise, neighbourly. I want to say to you, live close. There's some aspect. They are not his children. I can feel it completely. Hold. It must be very difficult, and I understand. I can get a red mist, but hold your dignity. It feels really important. I want to say to you, you hold your head, you hold your dignity. She has nothing to prove anything, is what I'm picking up on, but she's dragging the process out. I want to say to you, and I just feel here, she will not win. She will not win. She's just making it very, very difficult for you. I want to say to you, okay? I'm just looking to see if your legal team are the right people for you as well. I want to say to you, okay? And I do feel that who's working for you, working with you, feel to be doing, it might seem a slow, but they're not, it's basically what's taking place. A lot of it is out of their control, because of what she's coming in with. Even her legal people, I will say to you, it feels very thin, very watered down. And then she'd go somewhere else and find someone else to come at it. She's actually on thin ice, very much so. It's just all for your having to go through this process. Try if you can, think of yourself as that she's pleaded, oh dear, she's pleaded for, but yeah, she honestly, I know I'm not taking this lightly by any stretch of my imagination. Try and hold your dignity as much as you possibly can. I want to say, I'm seeing this queen here. Hold your head up, hold your shoulders back, hold it together here. She's not going to win, and I feel here she's trying she's trying to drag you down emotionally and mentally as well. I want to say to you, okay, try. If you don't have to speak to her, do not. Let third party people speak to her, deal with her. I want to say to you, okay? This is not going to end. It will end, but it's not going to end this year just yet. You will end okay. You are not. I'm seeing a home here. I'm seeing like a property. You will not lose that property. I'm seeing, okay. It just feels here. You will not. And everything had been done by your partner. I'm seeing everything that's been done properly, officially, and she's come in. There really is, even her legal team is very weak, very, very weak. Different people, and I actually don't even feel even taken that seriously. I will be honest here. So sorry to really read your message. I will say to you, hold your head if you can. Hold your dignity, all right? Hold it together for as much as you possibly can. If you need to scream somewhere, get a pillow and scream. I mean, I can understand you want to vent off. don't let them people see it. Just don't let them, because it just feels here. I know this is where she's trying to put cracks within you to literally to bring you down. I will say to you, okay. So try not to. Regarding that, I do feel here I feel what I'm feeling regarding that will. I'm not seeing a prison sentence. I will say to you, okay. But I am seeing here, this is for her outcome. It's not a good outcome for her. I will say to you. So I know here, and I actually get the feeling here. I'm not diagnosing any conditions, but I feel here mentally there's something that's, this will be used for her in her court case as well. Just she's on thin ice, all right, and she just dragged this. It won't honestly, I truly feel it will not go on much longer than next year. I do feel, I'm seeing the property there, I'm seeing it. You will be victorious in that, and them kids are not hers in any way, shape, or form. It's like it feels, I want to say to you, in one aspect, it's laughable, is what I want to say to you regarding her and the children. So again, awful thing to be going through. I'm really thinking of you. Hold your best you can together, and just, you've got a good legal team there, good defense people working for you. Hers is just like really a mess. All right, as I'm going to say to you. Okay, so I hope for Lee this does not go on too much longer for you. Okay, and you will be victorious. Okay, and them children are definitely not his, and that's what I'm going to say to you. Okay, and I'm being shown your partner signed, everything's been signed off legally, properly, everything's been signed off, and it feels pretty much here it should have been watertight. I want to say to you, okay. So I do hope it don't take too long for you. Okay, right, so let's see who here now. I'm going to pull some more cards there. I was genetically grounded and he was suffering. Let's see who here. So if you can put your name, especially if I'm doing mediumship, it's not so much with the psychic stuff. I can tap in for the essence of the question when I'm working psychically. If you want me to go mediumship, I do need to have your name so I can then literally, so I've got someone here who feels their granddad was neglected. Okay, so Tiffany Star, I'm going to come to Tiffany Star for you. So I'm going to pull a card for you, Tiffany. Actually, I'm drawn to actually use my soul cards for you, Tiffany. If you have, again, I'm doing animal readings, so if you want to sort of put in, if you put it in a bit early and want to come back and put in again, please do so. And if you've got mediumship, again here, let me know who you'd like to hear from, and I am going to come here to Tiffany Star, and I'm going to pull you a card, Tiffany. So just feel a card for you. Oh, actually, I've got two cards, so I shall give you two cards. Right, and the first one is free. These are soul cards, and this is freedom. So it's a very nice card here. If you can see that card there, freedom. And I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. And I feel it's quite relevant for you, Tiffany. It's coming with a friendship card as well. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Now I feel here again with you, and this is something I feel this can be something can be might be apt for you people, other people that are listening as well. I want to say to you, okay, because I'm tapping into the friendship aspect here. I want to say to you, and again, we think of friends, think of friendship. It's just like our friends, But sometimes I always think of like family members, brothers, sisters can still be our friends as well. But I feel here very much here for you, Tiffany. I'm looking as I pick up on that card for you. I do feel what I want to I want to say to you, message wise, is it's like in our life, friendships, relationships changes. Okay, and that's what I feel I need to be saying to you on a stage. Okay, and sometimes not because you've done anything wrong, they've done anything wrong. It's just sometimes it's like all things in life is like a cycle. Sometimes that friendship cycle can come and stay here for the whole completion of our lifetimes when we are here, and sometimes friendships and partnerships come to a close. They come to a point where they are. It's just their time is done. It is finished. And I feel what I want to say to you is like, I want to be for you, Tiffany. I think you may be someone who might struggle to, when something's finished, of letting something go. So it's like, and again, we get familiar with what we know in our life, who we know, and change can be fantastic, but sometimes change can also be quite frightening for a lot of people because we're familiar with everyday life, and we're familiar with the way our life goes and the way the day pans out. What I'm seeing here with you is about, I don't want to say to embrace change, because with change can bring lots of new things into our life. I want to say to you, lots of new people, lots of new opportunities, lots of new opportunities. I want to say to you, and I feel here's where I want to say to you, Tiffany, it's like, just evaluate around you. Like when I say around you, metaphorically, I mean here, evaluate, things in your life, relationships, friendships, partnerships, and that could be a business partnership. What has completed? Because I feel there's parts of your life here that have completed, and that's okay. Not going to be a bad reason, or just be it's completed. And I think it's good for you to sort of look around you, give some thought to what you feel, what part of your life has been completed. And that because to bring in, we need change. To stay the same is not good. Stay the same, is not always healthy. We need to bring new things to grow, to expand, to learn, to understand. We need to bring change in our life. And change, if things are always the same day in, day out, which in some aspects is security, by the same option, you could be missing out on such wonderful opportunities of new friends, new job, new career, new move, all these new things that can come to you. And I feel it's here. So I would say to you, and I don't rush it, but just sit down, maybe one day, take stock of where you feel there are areas in your life where it has completed. And it's not finished, not disruptions, nothing bad, just it's come to a close. Because we need to then, let go of aspects that have completed to allow new to come in. Because we need to have space to allow the new friendships, the new people, the new hobbies, the new interests to come in. Because if we stick with the same, I want to say to you, you recently lost your sister. Okay, that's fair enough. You lost your sister. So I just feel here, that aspect here. So where I'm feeling the completed aspect. I want to say to you, okay. Now she feels, I want to say to you again, but she feels a lot more. I'm trying to feel if that changes what I want to say to her, okay? And I just know here it feels like with her, you do feel, your sisters, you do feel very alike as well. I want to say to her, okay? Because sometimes we're siblings with different personalities. I want to say to her, okay, is what making me feel here. But I know here that aspect here, she also, the pair of you are very similar in that aspect. I want to say to her, okay? But I know here there feels like, from your sister's point of view here now, there are opportunities arising around you, okay? There are opportunities for you to rise, I'm going to say to you, and to do other things and to see things differently. Is what she's saying to me, okay? And it feels very strong, I'm going to say to you, so you see things differently, not about her passing, but things down here, I want to say to you, okay? I just feel here, as we see things differently, we see things, then things become clearer. So you can then move forward. All right. So just feel here, it's like in moving forward. It's not about moving home or moving location. It's about moving forward in yourself, which I feel is important from your sister, which she's saying to me. Okay. I also feel here she's showing me. I know there's some I know there's writing. She's showing me lots of writing on stage. Okay. So I feel also with her there feels to be before she passes some unspoken words. Some communications that didn't get able to be said. I want to say to certain people, she's giving me that feeling. No, she's saying to me over here that she is, she's still very highly spoken about, still very, I want to say to you, still very raw, very much emotions down here. But there are opportunities that she doesn't want you to let go of, that they come forward. I'm going to say to you, okay. She loves you all very much. I'm going to say to you, okay. But so again here, just consider areas, and I thought there's areas in your life now that have come to a close. All right, look at those areas that you can then let them go, move forward. I want to say to you, and look at, and she's saying to me here, she will not be very far behind you. Okay, and it feels I do want to bring in here again that friendship aspect. I want to bring in new people. Just people around you to not to just bring new people in. I want to say she's what she's making me aware of, and no, she's here. She's still very much here around all of you. I want to say, okay, and comes with a lot of love. But just reflect on what needs to be done with down here now, so you can then bring the light. What she's saying to me, to bring the light in, is what she's saying to me. Okay, so I will leave that with you, Tiffany. Okay, and I'm very sorry, that you lost of your sister. Very, very sorry. She's telling me here she feels a very spiritual person. So I believe a lady of faith will say, okay, it's also like I say her faith, her religion here, like it's like a guiding light and helps her of crossing over there on the stage. Okay, so look down here when you feel up to it. What you need, what needs to be you know, dusted down, left alone, and move, and then to bring the new light, allow the new light to come into your life. I want to say to you, okay, because there is for you, all right. And just certain aspects, things just it's just the way life is. Sometimes things come to a close. It's time for them to finish, but time for you then to, like, you know, let that light in other ways, and that is there for you, okay, Tiffany. And there's some also, I don't know if you are the artist here, but I'm being shown someone being quite creative, all right. And an aspect here I've got sort of, and I feel she's showing me that to give to you on the stage. So something you've started and not finished, creative point of view. She's giving me that aspect I want to say around you as well, okay. So I will leave, Tiffany, I will leave your sister's love with you, okay. And know she's okay up there, all right. So hi there. So it's just a quick sip of water again here. So, and let's see who I am drawn to next. Okay, so Tanita, right? Yeah, let's see as your name's just come up for me. So let me just read your lover in from your dog, or when your loved ones are passed. Let me just see here. Let me just see who I'm drawn to. So my cards here for a minute. My cards have gone here, down here. Right, Tanita. Now I know Tanita, lovely. Now I know I worked with you last week, and let's just see here. And I still. Right, I know I blocked your partner through last week. Now, what I'm also picking up on here, this week here, he does feel to be. I'm seeing him there. I'm gonna say to you, he's coming through, big smiley face. I'm gonna say to you, okay, and full of life. But also, he's showing me here. Now, I know you have a grandma over there. I'm gonna say to you, okay, because he's showing me here. I'm showing you. He's made friends with your family in the spirits of life. I'm gonna say to you, okay, is what he's making me aware of. And again, I'm going to be with your partner here, because what I feel when I say here with your partner, your boyfriend, what he's saying to me here is like, he's very much here is a people person, because he's like, I want to be, the more people he can talk with and talk to, the better for him, is what he's saying to me, okay. So just so me here, this people and people I'm making aware of your name. I want to say to you, okay. Now I also feel here for you. I also picking up very much here now, as she comes, there's a man also, and obviously this that's also coming through with them here. She's still here with now, is it your I don't know if it's your grandfather here, Tanita. As a man, I want to say to you, I don't know if this is not your partner. I feel here, I know it's something to his stomach. I want to say to you, okay. And I feel here, I do feel this is, is your father up there? Because I'm feeling I have a grandfather, father. I'm just feeling his man, where his stomach here as he comes here through. Now, his message here for you is, because that's more here. I want to bring him through more. Your name brought him through first, then I've got him coming through here with her. Now, I feel here, there's what I'm looking at here. Now, I know you've not long had a loss of your own, Messiah here, but what I'm being shown, and this is feel from him, and I feel his grandfatherly father is what is making me feel, okay. Now, I don't know if you're looking to trace some. I'm looking at some family history. I want to say to you, this may have happened before you lost your partner. I want to say, because I'm looking at the records of the family. So I'm looking at, it looks a bit more deeper than the family tree. So I'm going to say here. So I feel here. I know it's the family history, but it's more of the history than looking at the family tree, because I'm looking at the family. Let me see here. Where I'm looking at the family history. I'm going to say to you, okay. Now, let me feel here. Do you, if you don't know your family history, and I mean, I don't mean like your nans, your granddads. I mean like beyond, because it feels like here I'm looking at family history, and I want to go. I want to travel. I want to say, so it feels a lot of. I want to go here. It feels like it's one part of your family more than the other, but your family goes back a long way. I want to say to you, okay. So I know here your ancestors. I'm being made aware of your ancestors. Now, what I'm being made aware of here, I don't know if you would know this, but I feel here somewhere in the line, I want to go back like 17, like 300, 400 years ago. I know your ancestry here, it feels a long way back on stage, okay. But I'm looking, I think it's more on your father's side. But I'm just looking here. It may not do it now, because I know you're not long at a loss in yourself. But I'm looking at a family history. I want to say to you, okay. There's something here, and I know you've come from South Africa, but there's something I want to be looking beyond where you live. There's some aspect I want to say to you about the family history. It's not family tree, it's more the history. It feels quite interesting, quite intriguing. I want to say what I'm being shown now. And again, I'm going to go here now. Now I'm being made aware, if your mum is still, your father's still right. No, your father's right. So what I'm being made aware now, I want to go here more to here. Talk to your mum, because there's something here I will say to you. I'm being made there are family stories about the history of the family. Now, I'm being made aware now as I'm looking, trying to get which side the family is. I'm being made pointing to your mother's side of the family, okay? And there feels quite a bit of a history I want to say to you that feels in the family. So stories that people talk about, but just like we don't listen to when we're younger. They're just like just family stories. But there feels something intriguing, something quite interesting in the family history. What I'm being made aware of, I want to say to you. Okay, so it feels here. I was your grandfather, but I'm being shown that. All right, and again, that's where your partner's there, your boyfriend is there, and it's almost like I know there is this. There's some mysteries I want to say to you in your family. And when I say mysteries, there's some intriguing information if you can find out those stories. And I feel I'm looking at mother side of the family more so. I've mother side of the family, her father, it feels like there is what I'm seeing. They feel to be, I'm probably getting the wrong word for it here, but I know they're people. I know there feels like women money in the family. I'm going to say to you, okay, it feels like it just feels like a big story there I'm looking at. So have a chat with your mum, see the stories that are there, because I feel here there's something. I don't want to say uncover stuff in a bad way, just there's interesting stories that I'm looking at on a side. There's something like treasure. There's a big story there. So if you have a little nose with your mum, have a little chat, and again, because I'm nosy, if you find anything out, please let me know because I'm curious. I don't want to put you down gold mine, but there's something I will say to you. There's something like there's money I will say to you. I want to go back in your family. There's something there that I'm looking at. Feels quite intriguing within the family history and the family I'm being shown. I want to say to you, okay, and it feels like some of the stories are still there. All right, so have a little delve and let me know because I'll be curious. All right, Tanita, know your partner there still there. I will say to you, okay, laughing and just full of life. I want to say to you, okay, and I know since we spoke last week, it's making me aware you have done something for him. So I don't know what you've done if you've done something for him, like I know letting the cat you've sat and spoke with him and done you've done something for him, making me aware. So no, he is with you on the say to and he listens to what you're doing and what you're saying is what you're showing me. Okay, so let me see here. Loved, right, so I'm going to come to Fiona Rawson, who's twin brother. Okay, so just come here to you, Fiona, your twin brother. All right. Okay, and I just feel the essence of your brother come through here as he comes through, and it feels here like I feel this is not about his passing. This is about you and your brother. I'm going to say to you, it feels like like when two souls are ripped apart. It feels this. He's giving this feeling. I say to you for both of you. It feels like it's this part for you down here. He's giving this thing here. It's like you feel part of your not just Fiona, but part of your own soul essence is missing with him not being here. I want to say to you, okay. And I also know he's saying to me here, he's showing me here just how close the pair of you were. And it feels like I want to say to you, and I don't mean like just living together, just like here, the closest as in you could almost, I want to say to you, and he laughs a bit more about it, but I know the pair of you could almost be like having communication telepathically. All right, you'd think about him, he'd ring you. He'd think about you, you'd ring him. This sort of interaction that takes place, it's just showing me here, just like you are kindred spirits, kindred souls. I want to say to you, okay. And I know here he's saying to me here, I want to look down here at. There's been like anniversaries. I want to say to you, okay, because your brother being someone who would like to, remember the anniversary. I want to say to you, okay, and the parties and being together. It's making me aware. If this is what he's actually saying to me. It's not. I know it feels like, and this is for you, like you've lost your right arm. Part of yourself. He's gone. Part of you feel like you lost part of yourself is what he's saying to me, okay? And he understands that. And he's saying to me here, I also know it's like what he's showing me, he's showing himself like I'm looking in, like he's showing me a full-length mirror here, and it's almost like he looks himself in that full-length mirror, it's like you're looking back at yourself, all right? So we've got this, his hair, it's everything. I was looking at the full-length mirror, and so that's how alike the pair of you are, that the twin soul, the pair of you are together is what he's saying to me, okay? And it's just like here, and so I don't know what he's showing me. I don't know if you ever even stand in front of a full-length mirror and just look in the mirror, because you're look beyond the mirror, because it's like your brother is standing there with you. It's just what he's showing me. I want to say to you, okay? It's just like here, because it just feels here like I want to say to you, and this comes from him, your brother feels a great philosopher as well, I want to say to you, okay? And it feels like here, as he says to me, like, you know, even death, he's saying to me, cannot keep us apart. All right. So it's very strong. I don't feel unless he was a believer in spiritualism, but I just feel that aspect, that strength that he has that comes through here. It's like even death cannot keep us apart. I want to say to you, okay. But yeah, like just I know he's aware of that the anniversary. I want to say to you, okay. And again here, now I know now what he's making me feel, a big one for celebrating, I would say to you, joyous occasions, all right, birthdays and then like parties is what make me aware. And it feels here, it doesn't feel obviously the marking his anniversary, his passing is not the same. I want to say to you as what he would have enjoyed when he was down here. But I know here, just show me here, you know, I like what he's saying to me even now is like, I know that you hear him very clearly talking to you, right? You can hear his, and when I say you can hear his voice, you can hear him like his like you just hear his voice. So it's like someone we put the radio on, you can hear we hear the DJs talking and we can hear their voice. I know you can hear his voice just as clear as that one, as he's making me feel, all right? And he's saying to me, he's like, now he's saying to me here, your message for you is he wants to pick you up, all right? He wants to pick you up energetically and hold you, all right, and love you, all right. And I just feel here, it's like he's just showing the pair of you, like just you've never been separated, right? Until he passed. You've never been separated, right? It's like showing the pair of you, it's like kids, like cuddling each other, holding each other, and like just that warmth of being together, all right? But I'm okay, sis. I'm okay, he's telling me, all right? I'm okay. And I want to say as well here, I just feel here, I'm not alone, all right? So and it feels like I'm very strong here because again, like the pair of you being separated like you have been, I'm not alone is what he's saying to me, okay? He had a lot of birthday passing with. I know he loves a party. All right, he just show me I love a party. And, you know, and it's almost like I want to say to you any excuse for a party. It's not even the party. It's just the gathering and being. I want to say to you, okay, your brother also had a good network of friends. I want to say to you as well. Right, it's just like as he bring me. It's just I can feel when I say sis. I want to say to you, okay, and it's like here. I don't know if you're in pain, is in pain. And if you know, and like with him, even though you may have been miles apart, I want to say to you, okay, it's almost like you'd still feel each other's pain, you know, and he's giving this feeling, I want to say to you. And sometimes it was like, and this is what it's not a word I use, but he's giving this, it's uncanny. So sometimes he speaks about stuff like being uncanny, and things are too, like, just, it's going to be, they're a bit weird sometimes. They're like, you know, you have the same things happening and you're not even together. It's just like, it's like, so go back to the mirror. Back to that mirror, because almost like I'm looking at that 40th mirror again, where he stands there, the other side, that reflection, literally with you on the stage, okay. And again here, he's just shown me this image of the pair of you. I don't know if this is in a photograph, but I've got the pair of you like as babies, as twins, like literally curled up, furled up together. What he's showing me, and again here, what he's giving me is here. I feel he's making me aware that you were the bigger sister. So I don't know if you like to claim to be the bigger sister or the older one, but he's giving me the word my bigger sister is what he's saying to me. Okay, and just know here it's like you know, it's like you're a bit like me and my brothers, but I'm not a twin. You when he was little, you fought all his battles for him on the stage. It's almost like even like vetting all his girlfriends. He's showing me vetting all his mates and vetting all his girlfriends. He's saying to me on the stage, but he couldn't have loved you any more than you love each pair of you love each other. You are the pair of you together are a whole, is what he's saying to me. All right, you are a whole together. He's not up there on his own. And there will be rejoicing up there. He's saying to me on the stage, okay. But I also know what he's also given me here. He's given me a baby, so it feels like I want to be I've been up there. I know his baby's been born down here because he's given me babies to be born down here on the stage. Okay, very much so. Just know here he has. He's sorry. I know he's left family as well down here, but again, the words I'm going to give you is death will not keep the two of you apart on a stage, okay? Because I know you can hear his voice so clearly. It's almost like, you know, up there with what he's saying to me. Fiona, enjoy your babies. He's giving me the babies. I know it's like I'm giving the babies to give me something to me like that, okay? No, again here, that the pair of you, I feel the pair of you two individual people, one soul, the pair of you. All right. And that nothing will ever change that. I want to say to you. And again, this is not about your time for passing at all. But he's saying to me here, is like he'll be the first worst one there waiting for you when it's your turn. And at your turn now, he's saying to me, sis, all right. So punchline is for him is to get on with your life. Not rudely, but it's what he's saying to me. Because that is how he would have felt when he was here. I want to say to you, okay. He loves you so much. I want to say to you, okay. And I'm sorry for your loss, but enjoy that anniversary tomorrow. I want to say to you, okay, it feels like here. It feels, I just know he loves a celebration, and they'll all be joining you tomorrow or in 2 days when it's the anniversary. I leave his love with you, okay. Lots of love. Right, so nearly coming to the end of the hour. So I would like to say thank you for all of you joining the live this afternoon. If you're in the UK or overseas in the morning or in the afternoon there, depending where you are based. We'll be back next week, same time, 5 till 6 p.m. And again, if anyone does contact you asking to give you readings, none of Veronica's psychic mediums will reach out to you. If you'd like to look more at the work any of us do, we have I have a website. My website is anitadenise.com. I also on Facebook, Anita Denise, on there, and also have my own animal communication group. So if you're an animal person, and I do go on there and do it's all free. I do live readings on there, purely animal communication readings only in my own group. And if anyone's interested, I'd also do podcasting, which is all holistic in nature, which is on all the major platforms on iTunes and Spotify, and different guests on. So we talk about different holistic therapies. So and that is Holistic Jam by Anita Denise. And thank you again so much for this afternoon for joining us. Great to see the regular names coming back and new names as well. And I'm sorry if I didn't get to come to all of you. And as I said, sometimes I don't see all the names until after I finish the live and look back at the comments. But I'd like to wish you all love and light until next week. Take care of yourselves, and it's good to sometimes put yourself top of that queue, because if you can't look after yourself, then you can't help other people around you. So lots of love to you all, okay, and have a lovely evening.